Okay, 15:30. In a 5-minute 10-second game. Let's attack the pawn. Usual, just hit the center. A thinker. Should have got some water. Okay, we've got the 15:30 for a reason, but that 15:30 might be their long play rating and not the short play game, which I've kind of figured out now. And as we know, kind of in the normal world of chess, the shorter play games usually are delivered to a lesser standard than the longer play games. I'm going to put a check on the king. This is going to be one of those painful games. Slow and steady. Let's bring the bishop here, looking to see if we can get the queen off the board. Obviously the pawn just pushes down, but then we can take the pawn if he does do that. Sends the queen, putting a check on our king. No, let's hit the queen. Capture. Oh, it's moved. Now it's moved. He trapped my bishop somehow. Got space to come down. I'm going to attack the knight. Probably looking to come here, attacking this pawn. And swing here, defending. Did it trap the bishop? Could do, could do. Because this pawn can come down, but we can take the pawn. But that's a problem. That's a problem. Yeah, so he's coming down. I think we'll have to move the bishop this way rather than that way. Because he could push there and we go here. Oh, I don't mind getting the bishop taken off the board. Let's just bring the bishop here, keep it nice and safe for now. Got to be careful with this player. They're looking at traps and all sorts of stuff. Can see it, can sense it. Yeah, look at them with the small pawn moves and stuff. So I'm going to bring the bishop back. Maybe we don't need to panic. Where was the bishop again? Was here, wasn't it? Don't need to panic so much, but I suppose he could drop this pawn, which then would trap our bishop in. Then the king just comes across and gets it. So we need to move the bishop. Baiting a pawn, just sitting here. At some point I need to have some sort of open file for the rooks. So if we come here, then at least maybe we can look to support when we go and castle. That sound like a plan? Yeah, let's do that. Trying to see exactly what the opponent's trying to do. This player, very shifty, looking to just trap the bishop in there, looking for the kind of cheap shot here with the knight. Bit of cleverness going on. So now they're attacking the pawn. They don't have another piece attacking there. So I am going to castle. King safety. See if we get this other knight out. Does it come here or does it come here? I think it's coming here. Very slow and deliberate, this player. It's good for practicing against for longer play games. It's that annoying pause moment where you sat there waiting for them to make a move. Slow incremental squeezing of your position. Alright, so the castle queen side. Bishop's got a nice diagonal coming through. We don't have much else really going for it, but we're just going to bring the knight here. He's probably looking for the rook to come here. Oh, excuse me, come here to put a 2-on-1 on this pawn because it's got the bishop there as well. Now we do have a bit of play with the knight, but where's it going from there? Could come here. Got support from the bishop. That might be a nice maneuver. You would expect them to be dropping the little minuscule pawn here, stopping the knight from going there. Can't really lose on time with a 10-second increment type game. This player is really deliberate and slow. They're practicing, you can tell they're practicing their long play game in this type of scenario. So they've not actually blocked that off. So still going to continue with this, looking to get the knight in here maybe. And that's even a nicer spot than taking the bishop off the board, because it has the fork on the rooks. But it all depends on what the opponent does. They may just, I'm just going to say, they may just push this pawn down so that the knight can't go there anymore, because now he's got the rook and the bishop protecting that key square that we were going to target. So we can take the pawn off the board, obviously. Bishop can take, it's going to be on the knight, or the rook can take, whichever. Right, so we didn't reckon on that. What can change? Obviously the pawn, I think, is just taking the pawn, because if we don't, then the pawn's taking, bishop can't take back, so simple capturing of the pawn. Told you this player is very clever, very clever. So we can bring the knight back around now and attacking the bishop, just see what it wants to do. Our bishop is protecting, this bishop doesn't have any protection on. We could bring this rook here attacking the bishop. Only problem with that combination is we go here attacking the bishop. If the bishop takes, then we take. The knight is going to have space on this pawn, aren't they? Too clever for me. So I'm going to attack the bishop. I'm going to attack the bishop. Just remembering that this bishop doesn't have any protection, so slow build up maybe with the rook coming here behind the knight. But very mindful, he's probably going to keep this diagonal because the pawn is going to be pushing onto the bishop, because they're chomping at the bit to try and get this pawn with that knight. Slow and deliberate. Yes, they're down to 1 minute, but it's a 10-second increment. If you start bulleting out the moves, that time goes up dead quickly. So no focus on time here. Let's focus on trying to play as best chess you can. So, okay, so the rook's supporting. We can take this bishop. Rook takes. Knights hunt the bishops in our mantra, so there should be no delay in that thinking. Just take it off the board. It's not going to be a bad move. Just take it off the board. Okay, so the oops, excuse me. I'm mindful of this pawn being taken, so I think I'm going to attack their bishop now. It's got no protection currently. Maybe potentially looking to come here with this other rook. It's feeling tense. If they lose on time, I'll be very shocked and surprised. I'm expecting quick bullet moves now. So they've now actually brought the king across defending. We could do some sort of fancy maneuver by attacking their king. King takes, rook takes. We've got to check on the king. We're also attacking the pawn, but he'll just bring his rook back. So there is that. Maybe it does work. Bishop there, king here. Rook takes. Give the check. Rook comes back. Maybe the rook takes. Or maybe this rook just comes to support. And his knight block us. Might be too arty, you know. I think it works though. It works for us getting round the back. Okay, one. Check on the king. Doesn't have to take, but we're assuming they will take. Rook takes with the check. Rook comes back. Rook comes across. Maybe rook still takes, or does the other rook go and defend or something? Bishop's not really getting in the game, is it? I suppose it could hit the rook, but the knight's there. I don't know if that's a good move, but it's very interesting. I think it works. Let's have a look at something else then. So this could go and hit the knight, this pawn. The rook, sorry. The rook goes back. The bishop's got no protection on it now. So, and it can't go here because the knight is there. Can go here. Could we go there now? Could hit the rook now. Smaller piece attacking a higher piece. Can't be wrong, can it? Only issue is the knight's going to come here with a fork on the rooks. So do we bring the rook here in the basic terms? Then he can just push his pawn down. And then we can hit their rook. I think we're going to go with the basic one. We could go here, then we're not getting hit. Start square bishop. We do have a free pawn as well. What time's running out? We do have a free pawn as well. We could take this pawn, and it's not a Fischer Spassky. I'm going to take the pawn. Go here. Don't panic. Don't panic. Shall we go and hit the rook? It's got no protection. Obviously he takes. But I don't think he's going to take. I think he'll bring the rook there, but then that saves this rook. We'll see how fast we're both playing now. We're under 1 minute, but you don't need to worry about the time. He does take, so we get a check on the king. Can't go there, it's going to go there. We've got the white square bishop. This knight is not in trouble, but we could go here. Get the bishop off the board type thing. Let's just hit the rook. You can't go there to defend the bishop, but you can go here to defend the bishop. Oh, okay. Situation brewing. What's that? Let's take. Rook's in the center of the board, but it's not dangerously in the center of the board. Let's attack this check. I thought we would have been down loads of pieces there. What's going on? Attack the knight just to see where he's going. He's going to block us here. That's going to be a bit annoying. Yeah, he's going to come there. He's not actually doing that, so we'll attack it again. Need to move my bishop. Need to move the bishop. This pawn. Kind of trapped, so I'm going to have to bring it here. Then I might lose the rook. I'm going to have to bring the king across because he's going to go attack the bishop. But we can't take the pawn. Chill. Got pawn majority on this side. We've got pawn majority on the other side. Can picture these pushing down a little bit. All went a bit crazy when we went under the 1 minute. Does he just simply defend the pawn with the rook? Oh, just moves it out of the way. Damn. I'm gonna have to move it though, I think, because it's not helping our case. Finding juicy positions even though they're running out of time. Come on, what do we have? Two on one. Probably some fork coming now. Knight, nope. There's no big advantages. They've got majority on this side, we've got majority this side. It's who works with the